There are some crazy people diving off this platform. Oh my god. What's up guys? Welcome to today's video. We're currently in Changsha in China. We're about to get a train to a very special location. It'll be in the thumbnail so you already know. Zhangjiaji, the place where they shot the Avatar movie. I bought 2 first class tickets by the way. They were $85 for 2, which is pretty good. Let's get the train. Here's a quick look. Nothing special. You're really just paying for the space here in first class because the second class cabins are quite cramped. I know there is a premier class and a business class as well. Got a little footrest, got plugs. That's kind of it, but happy to be comfortable. Okay, we are here. Really lovely scenic drive. It was a little bit ruined by the fact that it felt like my stomach was going to explode. And that was because I had lots of caffeine and I didn't want to use the squat toilet. Beautiful train station. Oh, flying some giant drone there. It's like a security drone. And they got all these cops here for some reason. Just had a closer look. It's the Chinese SWAT team. This is our hotel room. It's called the Ator Hotel. Pretty central in the town. Highly recommend it because you've got easy access to some of the major attractions that we're about to visit. But the hotel itself is really affordable. It's super clean and modern. I think it's around $43 a night, so totally worth it. But this town is stunning. Look at the views out here. This isn't even the good side either. We just ordered a coffee because we were tired and a robot brought it to the door, so I'll attach that video in here. That was
crazy! Oh my god!
Hello, service robot.
It's so cute!
Thank you very much. This is a bit awkward, but I have no change. Okay, so we just bought our tickets. You have to get the cables up to the mountain. There's 2 cables, cable A and cable B. We're going with cable A, it's the more scenic one. And 2 tickets cost $77. If you're looking for the ticket office, it's near this dome over here. And this is where you queue. Cable cart A. And if you are staying at our hotel, it's really nearby, so that's another good reason to stay at the Ator Hotel. If you hate queuing, you're not going to be able to do this. The queue is really long. You have to be this tall to enter, so this is where I'll leave you behind. Sick. Imagine they fell. This cable car goes all the way up this mountain. You can see how far we've come. Okay, just to give you guys some perspective on how high up we are. We just got this cable. That man is sitting on top of the cable. Oh my god. On the way up, we saw a skydiver, you know, one of them flying squirrel suits, just zipping down the mountain. Actually, my legs are getting a bit shaky. See how suspended up we are? We're gonna walk all along here on this bridge that we just have to trust with our dear lives. What's crazy about this is when you get this high up, it's actually quite cold. It's like the Great Wall of China, but it's a wooden bridge. So you've probably seen by the rest of the video just kind of how far up we are in the mountain. The last thing I expected to see here was a Burger King. Can we get a burger? It's all happening up here. We just had a Burger King. But if you come to the edge of this summit here, there are some crazy people diving off this platform. I think if you're lucky you might see one now. Oh my god. Yeah, you can see how high that is, right? That's a nope, a big nope from me. Some people are crazy. So next we're gonna get the escalator downwards so we can see Heaven's Gate or Stairway to Heaven. I think this is the highlight of this mountain. But yeah, as predicted, there's another queue. We're just getting an escalator down to the Heaven's Gate. Guys, here we are at the top. Now, we have to get all the way to the bottom. These are really steep, so do be careful if you're taking videos. Very, very, very steep. But how often do you get to ascend down a mountain in this way? A lot of people are just taking breaks here, which I respect. I'm just glad there's no monkeys on this mountain. My legs are shaking. So here we are at the very bottom. Descended all the way down this staircase, and actually my legs are still shaking from walking. I think we're going to wait until nighttime, so see when it's all lit up. So you can't go to China without having some great tea. This place is called Zhou Chaz, just at the bottom of the Stairway to Heaven. That is so refreshing. Out of 10?
11 now.
11. This is getting a 9 for me. You can't give anything a 10, can you? Okay, we waited 2.5 hours for this. It's now 7 o'clock and the stairway has lit up. Have a look at this. All of a sudden we're at a building here called 72. Huge, really impressive building, so much going on in there, but we were recommended to try one piece of food, and that is a salamander bao. You heard that right, bao with a salamander. If you don't know what a salamander is, it's a lizard. So let's give it a go. That's really, really tasty. Really hard taste to describe. I would say maybe like a cross between pork and prawns. And here it is, guys. This building is called 72, or this whole complex. But look at the size of this thing. Oh my God. We drove past this on the way in and I didn't actually think it was a whole attraction by itself. So you do have to buy tickets to get in here. $26 for 2 people. So everything is ticketed here, guys. So bring money. Oh wow. They got lots of bars here as well, which is good news. We've been hiking mountains all day, and one thing we really need right now is a stiff drink. I need a drink, so we're getting a beer. I don't really know what's going on, but all I know is there's a policeman dancing. China is so damn pretty. We are arriving here a bit late. We arrived here around 9:30, so it's pretty quiet, but we saw videos of this place during the day and it is packed. So we got some spicy crispy chicken here, and you can smell it already. It's got that kind of Chinese seasoning. All right, let's give it a try. Looks pretty delicious. Yeah. Today we're going to try this very special Chinese drink. I don't know what the name of it is. That's actually really delicious. Delicious, actually. Morning, guys. It is the next day. Oh, what a sleep we had last night after that long trek up Tianmen Mountain. We are on the way to the second scenic area. It's the Zhangjiajie National Park. Now this one is significantly bigger. It takes a little bit longer to get to from the main town. The mountain we went to last night was a 5-minute walk to the cable cars where we could go directly up the mountain, but this one we're driving around 40 minutes out of the town to get up to this location, and there will be more cable cars and elevators to get up there. Look, I would recommend, if you're doing this, to probably spend 1 or 2 full days. We'll just be doing a condensed version, just a few hours up here, and then we have to make our way back and go to an ancient town tonight. And here we are at the very foot of the mountain, and this little town that's close to the base of the mountain is really quaint and cute. I do recommend, if you want to spend a long time up here, stay at this nearby town because it is really cute. They've got Starbucks, KFC, lots of coffee places. This is so stunning. What's crazy about China is just when you think it's amazing, it just gets more amazing and more amazing, and my God, we barely scratched the surface of this country. No doubt after this trip we'll be coming back to look at even more locations, because we looked at some last night and there's some landscapes here that you would not even believe were in China. Like, they've got their own freaking Antarctica here, they've got their own Paris in China, like they've got everything, just their own version. The landscape is so large and diverse. We're about to tackle this. We don't have a guide, we're just raw dogging it, doing it ourselves. That's how we like to do it, but you can get a guide. When you do arrive here, there's guides at the very front offering their services. Okay, 2 entry tickets to the national park, $64. Now we have to go inside and buy the tickets for the vertical elevator separately. Now always make sure to use the toilet at your hotel before you start any of these trips, because all the bathrooms will look like this. If you're fine with using that, that's cool, but there's like no toilet paper, and for a Westerner this can be a little bit tricky. You have to get a little shuttle bus up to the elevator. As you can see, all the other tourists are Chinese pretty much. You do see the occasional Westerner, but still very Chinese heavy when it comes to tourism. I think in a few years this is going to be like a very popular place for Westerners to go, but it's still not quite there yet. So after 3 shuttle buses, we're finally at the elevator. It is a national park, guys, so it's absolutely huge. And what's good is you don't have massive queues here. You just get shuttle buses everywhere. Have a look at this, my guys. We are about to go up this epic escalator. Oh man. If you look around, you can already see the start of these like Avatar style mountains, or these big, what's the word for them? These peaks that come out.
Oh, it's a Chinese monkey.
Hello. This is called Ecstasy Terrace, but this view must be familiar to you. The air is really nice and crisp the further we've ascended here. And is that a drone? No, that's a leaf. But yeah, look, this actual site was the inspiration for the Avatar movie. Minus the floating rocks, you can see all these big mountains sticking out. Actually looks really spectacular in person. All it's missing is a little bit of fog. We have to make it to the Farong ancient town next, so we didn't have a chance to do the whole thing. There's so much more than this. You can spend 4 days doing it, but I got to see the Avatar mountain. That's good enough for me. Let's get the cable car and dip. To get the cable car down, that costs about $20.